Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a new challenge. This is a hashtag Crash Your Stash. It's hosted by Dale, Not Too Shabby Chic, and Raina with Lilo Crafts. So there's all the information there. I will put it in the description and tag both Raina and Dale. Alright. I do have, the first prompt is cupcake liner and belly band. I do have cupcake liners. They've been in the pantry for a long time. We don't make cupcakes anymore because my husband is a diabetic, so we try not to do that. So there's my cupcake liner, and then I did make a sample. Here's my sample. And this is a journal I'm working on using Jolene of Jewel Designs digitals, and I believe it's Snowy Winter. I'm using several of her kits, but the image that goes on the front here, I haven't put that on yet because I have some bulk here and I'm thinking I need to raise that up a little bit, so I'm working on that. But here is the belly band I made, and it's out of cupcake liners. So I see I have one peeling just a little bit there, so I'll put some glue on that. And I'll just share how I did that. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here so I don't lose it. I'll just show you how I made it. Sometimes I have an idea and I have to test it out to make sure it's going to work. So, and I just layered cupcake liners, that's why that's coming up. So I used 3 cupcake liners. And I used the blue ones. So these are blue cupcake liners. So this is my plan, and I decided in 2024 if I do challenges, I will pick the ones I want to do, and it'll be, the project that I make will be for something that I'm physically working on, so it could go in a journal, because this year I really want to work on journals and finish them. So this is my belly band. I know this is too big because these are the Reader's Digest condensed books. So I will have to cut that down, and I haven't done that yet. So this is the belly band, and I will sew this onto the tracing paper and then cut that down to fit the size of my book here. And then that will go, I chose this page. I really like that because it has some of the wood grain in the background, and I can still see the beautiful digital on this side here of the trees and with the snow on it. So this is going to go just like so. And then once I cut my page down, I'll be able to cut this down. I'm just thinking, am I going to lose any leaves? Nope, I won't lose any leaves. So that's what I'm going to do. And this will go in this journal here for this one here. And I think the next one I'm going to make is going to be pink. And I use gold embossing powder. I'm going to do pink and silver embossing powder. For the gold I used, it's just gold. and this is Ranger. So I'll use that. All right, I'll just show you how I did it. But that's the plan. This is going to be a belly band on this page. I will sew this on to the, this is 45-pound tracing paper. It's pretty durable, and then I'll sew it and then trim it all down, and it'll just go on like that, and you'll be able to tuck. I'll just attach it here and here after I sew this on, and you'll be able to tuck things underneath it. So there's that. So let me put this back. So I need 3 cupcake liners. Oop, I need 1 more. And they're kind of glossy on the inside. So I'm going to I'm stamping on them, but I'm going to do it on the outside of it, because this is kind of like, I think it's Reynolds. Yeah, I don't know. It might have some kind of something on there so your cupcakes come out easy. So I'm going to just do that now. And got a tray here of stuff. I'm just going to smooth these out. Because I'm going to stamp. And I already have everything all set up. This is the stamp I'm using, and it's an all over, just a pattern stamp. It's Stamperia. I don't know the name of it. I got these at a yard sale, so I really like these for background. Okay, there's numbers, so I'll put the number. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, I've got a piece of double stick tape here just to hold down my cupcake liner. Just because my stamp is bigger than my liner, and that way it'll hang on to it, because I can't put magnets in there. Excuse me. Take a sip of my tea. Just can't get rid of the scratchy froggy. Alright, I'm using my Versamark ink. And I'm just going to coat this stamp. And I'm over a little bit. I don't know why, but it's okay. I've got a paper plate here. I just put a piece of copy paper in there to hold that. Just going to put my, going to be generous, so I make sure I get it coated. I can put it back in the jar. Oh, there we go. I think I'm getting it. I haven't done the silver yet on these, so I'm curious to see how it's going to come out. Okay, there's that. It's easiest for me if I dump this into a piece of folded copy paper. There we go. All right, now I'm going to heat set this, and I did find a glass mat. Well, it's cutting mat, so I'm going to use this just to protect my surface. All right, I'm going to use my heat tool. Okay, I think I got it. So there's one. Just see where I'm at. That's better. Now the Versamark is like a sticky glue. It's clear. So you can use any color you want. You can even use clear embossing powder. And then color in, because it'll keep those lines. Okay, I think I got good coverage that time. Okay, move this out of the way. Whoops. I think that's pretty good. And I have designated tweezers that I got at scrapbook.com. I'll try to put the link in the description for you, just for this embossing. And then I have another set here that I use for picking up and gluing and stuff. Okay. Okay. There's that, and then let me go ahead and heat set this. Okay, one more. I just want to check. I haven't used this. Okay, yeah, I'm still good. One more. Okay, I'm going to move it over just a little bit, and then, nope, too much. There we go. All right, I'm just going to give it a good coat of the Versamark. And I'm pressing hard because it's got those ridges and I want to make sure I get the design and everywhere. It's probably jiggling my camera, but should be good. All right, there's that one. Set this aside. Okay. See what we get. So all these hashtag challenges are a good way to, if you plan it right, make items for projects you're working on. And that's what I'm trying to do, because I still have Christmas journals I'm finishing up. Didn't get to finish. Life always gives us quite a few bumps in the road, and we just adapt. Oops. Okay, I think I'm good with that. Go ahead and heat set this. Okay, those are 3 cupcake liners. So that worked out very well. So I have 45-pound tracing paper, and that's what I'm going to glue my cupcake liners to. And I just cut the tracing paper wide enough to accommodate my liners, and I just basically glued them on with glue stick and overlapped them. And then I used this die. It's a Spellbinders Die of the Month. I'm not a monthly club member. They do several times a year destashes of their club of the month, and I would suggest putting them on your favorite and checking them out maybe once a week, because you can get really cool dies for very, very low cost. I mean, I'm pretty sure this whole set was like $5. And for the club member, I don't know what the price is, but that's a huge, huge discount. So anyways, I use this one here. They're like Trellis, Peekaboo Trellis panels. I love this set. So that's what I cut this one out of. So obviously I have more, it's too wide, but I can cut it down after I get these on, because it cuts only the center. So you can make this as wide as you want. You could do a whole page, you could do it on the edge of a page. So there you go. So I'm going to glue these down, and I just used my awesome Scotch Create permanent glue stick. And all right, I just need a scrap paper. And I just gave it a good coat. Hang on, I don't know why I sit on the edge of my chair. It is broke. It's leaning forward, so there we go. Oops. I'm going to try to go all the way to the edge so nothing comes up. Okay, there you go. So I'm just going to put this down like this, and I'm going to go to the top and just use my, and I'm okay if it has wrinkles, but just want to make sure I get really good contact. And that's exactly how I made this one. I mean, it's down, it's holding. Just going to trim this off, this little piece. Yep, okay. All right, let me grab another. Just going to put that on there. I really like the silver on the pink. That's pretty. So sky's the limit on stamping and embossing on your cupcake liners. You can die cut them out for anything. Greenery, leaves, butterflies, you name it. And depending on the stamp that you use, this one's kind of busy, but I wanted that for the leaves. All right, I think I got enough. I'm going to go this way and I'm going to overlap a little bit right there. Okay. So I'll still have some where there's nothing, but I think I pretty much got good coverage here in the center. Yeah, I think I'm good. So we're getting quite a bit of snow now. I'll try to do a photo for Instagram later. Just want to make sure I got good contact there, that it's down. There we go. Okay, one more piece. Will this fit on there? No. I always got scrap paper that I glue on. Junk mail, all kinds of stuff I glue on. Magazines. Just want to make sure that end is down really good, or the around the edge there, so I get good contact. Love this glue. Just want to see where I want it. Probably like that. and then I'll just trim it. I'm kind of over the edge there, so I just want to make sure I get good contact there. I can see that edge. I'll trim that off. I mean, even this piece right here, get a piece of this, a piece of scrap paper. I might just put this on the edge of here and save it. I like that little piece. Yeah, because I could cut something out of that little piece right there. Okay. All right, I think I got it here. Just going to trim it a little bit more. Now the key is to let it dry. And I'm not going to have time to do that, so I can't put heat to it because this is tracing paper and it'll just buckle. So I am going to cut it wet for time's sake. Okay, so let me bring I've got my big shot right here. And I want to protect I love cutting on this. It gives it a clean cut. I love it. Precision base plate. I've had it since the beginning of time. They still sell it, but it's called chrome base plate. And I'll try to remember to put that in the description. And don't cut on your information side, cut on the metal side. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do, but I want to put a piece of paper down to protect in case any glue oozes out. So I'm just going to take a piece of scrap of copy paper here. Just to protect my surface here. I do want to line this up, my die right in the middle here, so I'm going to do that now. And I had a cutting plate here somewhere. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to put some tape. I've got some mint tape here, so I just kind of want it in the middle, and I'll show you why after, because it doesn't cut the edges off, and it only cuts the leaves, but I'll show you, and that's so that you can make it whatever you want. Okay, so I'm going to tape that there and there. Let's see what we get. I'll try to put it at an angle. This is how I like to work with this tray. It was the top of cookies or something. I've had it forever. And I'm just going to take the tape off. Okay, there you have it. It's a beautiful thing. Just had one little piece and it's wet, so I expect that things to stick in there. Okay, I just want to take them out because that otherwise I would just leave it. Because this stuff is wet, I don't want it getting glued in there. Okay, it's good. Alright, this is what we have. And just pull all the little pieces out. And it's pretty easy. I do have a tool. And because it's wet, I'm going to be gentle. And it is tracing paper, so. But as you can see, it's coming to life. Okay, I got a couple big pieces. And I'm just going to push them to the back because when you die cut, you're pushing everything to the back, so that makes it easier to come out that way. And I can feel it's still wet, so. Okay. Alright, I'm going to cut that. So that's how that cuts out like that. And then you would put it on your page. I know it's kind of hard to vision it because of the liners, but you just cut it down. I would let this dry. I could probably cut it on my trimmer, but because it's wet, and this is another thing I do, you just can't have, just gotta make sure you're straight. I might use my thing here. I really need a new blade on this, but I gotta pop it off. Just, oops, nope. Did I get it? Or did I go too far? Okay, right there. Okay, so you're just cutting that. Let's see if I can get this one. You're cutting this edge off like I did here. I just cut those pieces off, but I did get them crooked and I had to keep going back in. So I'm just going to go up to, see where that is right there. I mean, you could leave it on if you wanted to, but I want to take it off. So I'm just going to line up my ruler right here. Just trying to be straight. I think I'm just going to snip that the rest of the way so I don't cut that leaf off. Save that little piece. Okay, let me do this side. And I think they still have this die available. It's a beautiful die to have. You can make so many accent pieces for your pages. Alright, I got a line there. I'm just going to go the rest of the way with the scissors because I don't want to wreck it. But you could leave that on. Alright, I'm going to cut this side here. I'm just lining up my edge with this line right here. to make it uniform. Okay, just go the rest of the way with my scissors. Those rotary cutters scare me. All right, there's that. So that's off. I would save this little piece, clean it up. I could cut out some butterflies or flowers or something out of that. It's really cool. All right, and then I would trim up these end pieces. I'm just going to get some garbage out of the way here. There we go. And you could do it with a rotary, but because this is still wet, it would just bind up in there. So you just figure out the size that you want. And I did, you know, the width of my, I think it's 4 3/4, right? Yeah, almost 4 3/4. So I'm just going to, there's basically a 2-inch gap here. So you could go, if you had a grid, and just mark off. I'm going to go like that right there, and then I'm going to tape it down. I'm just going to tape it down because it is tracing paper, so it is going to slide on me. I'm going to tape it right here and right there. Then I'm going to find where I want, how wide I want these side pieces, because I'm actually going to sew down these pieces onto my, where'd my little piece go? I'm actually going to sew this down onto another piece of tracing paper just to give it stability, but and then I'll trim the excess off. I'll probably do it like this and then trim it just way here. It has some stability, so yeah, I like that. All right, so I'm just going to pick a line here. It looks pretty good to me, and I'm going to use my rotary cutter. You probably can't see it, but there's an extra dotted line in between there, and that's the one I'm going to go with. So there you go. Probably won't save that, but all right. So I have a little bit wider. I think because of this, I'm going to go a little bit more because that's not, because where I overlapped the cupcake liners, I went to, so I'm going to make it a little bit skinnier, like right there. I think. That might not work. I should have, I think that'll be all right there. And that was just a 1/4. So I'm going to go a 1/4 on this one too. So I'll have to flip this around so I can cut it. I mean, and this is all to say if you even have this die or you get it, just showing you options if you do have it, what you can do with it. So I'm going to go a 1/4, and I'm lining up, there's a line here. I'm lining up my ruler. Okay, no, that wasn't right. I went the wrong line, so I cut it again. There we go. So now we have a trellis, and I can cut it, the tops off, once I get it secured how I want it. So that's the pink with the silver. And I'll show you what it looks like on the, like that. I probably, with the silver, would probably go with maybe a lesser pattern, like something that wasn't so busy, so you only have a little bit of the gold and not so much. I mean, I still like it, but I just feel the pink could be a lot more pink. So I might try this with pink paper and see if I like it better, because I just feel like the pink is muted and I can't tell it's pink. But it's still a usable item. I still love it. Alright, that's my share for today. Go over and check out Dale's channel and Raina's channel. I've already seen Dale share some amazing things with cupcake liners and belly bands. I'll have to check out Raina's as well. So, hashtag crash your stash. And I'll try to put all the information I can in the description. If you do join, please make sure you tag both Raina and Dale as well. All right. Happy Friday. Have an awesome weekend. Take care. Bye.